Welcome to MOBE Mondays.
Good evening. My name is Edith Moyo, and I am thrilled to welcome you to MOBE Mondays. It's our final one of the year, and we have had a spectacular year last year and this year with these segments of MOBE. And this is a thrilling one because we started last year with the tradition of featuring Black-owned products during our MOBE Monday at the end of the year. And we have here with us again this year, Mr. Kevin Miller from the Fresh Market, who actually was involved with a number of entrepreneurs being introduced so that you will not have to wonder where to find Black products, because Kevin is with the Fresh Market. And he is actually the chief marketing officer of the Fresh Market. And you may know that the Fresh Market was the national sponsor of Real Men Cook. Coming, if they're not in your city, they'll surely be coming to a city near you. But it is like the #1 supermarket in the United States based on a number of polls and studies. And it is #1 because of the high quality of its product selection. And #1, I would say, because as a marketer for 45 years or so, that it is the marketing that makes the difference. So, and the marketing and the customers that make the difference. So we're going to get started. I'm Edith Moyo, as I said. I'm the founder and the CEO of MOBE, Marketing Opportunities in Business and Entertainment. And we're thrilled that next year you will be into the 30th year of MOBE and our Symposium series, which has been very successful in steering dollars to African-American entrepreneurs and also serving the corporate community that sometimes is in a quandary as to how they can do business and how to find qualified African-Americans. And we just give them case study after case study example of the successes that sometimes they overlook and don't even know where to find them. So MOBE is a place where you are connected, and we accelerate the success not only of businesses and brands, but also careers of those in corporate America that are working to make a difference. And that difference is usually in return on investment. So I will stop talking and I'll introduce you formally to Kevin. And it's just a joy to do so. He is, as I said, Chief Marketing Officer for the Fresh Market, and he has a 30-year track record of leading marketing and advertising organizations for Fortune 100 companies. Most recently, he served as former Chief Executive Officer of Natural Grocers, a natural and organic retail grocery chain based in Colorado with 157 stores in 20 states. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some fantastic individuals and products that Kevin will introduce you to. So what I'm going to do is sign off, and I'll see you at the end of this session to say a few words and introduce you to a few products that I know about that are Black owned and actually can be found in the Fresh Market stores. Have a good evening, and I'll join you soon.
All righty. Thank you, Yvette. A real legend, a real innovator, a real impactful person for all of us in the marketing community, and especially the African-American marketing community. Is a true honor and privilege for me to host today's MOBE Monday, one of the last ones of the year in our special holiday edition. So thank you for joining MOBE's second annual Small Business Holiday Showcase. You know, the holiday season is when most businesses achieve some of the highest sales of the year. We want to make sure Black business and Black businesses secure some of those dollars. So tonight, we will introduce you to some new products to add to your shopping list. Let's get started. We're going to start tonight with Donna Richardson. Donna is a best-selling author, international motivational speaker, and TV host. She is an advocate for fitness, sports, and nutrition, and for empowering and mentoring young girls and women. She and her mother, LaVerne, are sharing their family recipe in Mama LaVerne's chicken seasoning and waffle and pancake mix, so others can share traditions and create their own memories. Welcome, Donna, and Mama LaVerne. Tell us about your journey.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for having us, Mr. Kevin. So, Ma, you want to tell them a little bit about how we got started?
Yes, Donna. First, I want to just give thanks to God. I'm 81 years old, and He's been good to me. I thank all the sponsors and those who have organized this event. I'm excited and humbled to just be here. I enjoy cooking, and I've been cooking for most of my life. My mom and dad taught me, and my sisters and brothers, how to cook. Cooking has been a joy, and I just love to spread love through my cooking. After church and holidays, we would gather at my mom's and dad's home and just share memories and traditions, and just try to be creative and learning how to share our cooking with one another. It's about family and friends, spending together some time and sharing traditions. And so after my mom passed, then they started gathering at my house. And I started cooking the chicken and waffles and pancakes.
And by that time, she put her foot in
And
it.
by that time, I had it down pat, okay? And they knew it. They said, okay, we'll be back. And from that, we just I started traveling. And I've been traveling for over 30 years. And I've been cooking for family, friends, and celebrities. And so I just thank God again for allowing me to travel like this. And of course, through the, for the last year, I've been traveling because we promoted this in May, Donna.
We launched in May.
Launched in May. And Donna would call and say, Mom, are you coming? And I say, yes, I'm coming to Dallas, Donna. And we're going to continue with promoting our chicken and waffles.
And this legacy.
And the legacy. So now I'm going to share this recipe with Donna because she was calling. Mom, they asking, can you cook your mom's chicken and waffles? And I said, well, don't worry. I'm going to send you the recipe. And then you can carry on the legacy of the family.
And so I gladly take that baton. And I know that we come from generations of strong women that are rooted in strength and courage and resilience and perseverance. And I just remember being around the table after church and at holidays and just watching family members share their testimonials and share all the things that they had gone through. But yet the one thing that was consistent was that they would use their faith, their family, and their fortitude to get through those hardship times and declare victory, really. So when I fast forward to where we are now, in the midst of the pandemic last year, we lost loved ones due to COVID. My brother had 2 strokes, and now he's lost a lot of his vision. He has lupus. My mom was sick for months, 5 to 6 months.
Yes.
They thought she had COVID. She ended up with severe bronchitis. My former husband had a stroke. And then I had a back injury that got healed, and then I had a knee injury. And I am now learning how to walk again and walk without a knee brace. And this really is about us stepping out on faith.
Yes.
And taking this recipe to retail. And so we're just really grateful because, when you can't walk and can't do the things that you used to do, it has changed me forever. And I think I can better serve people in fitness and health because I've gone through this. I have more empathy and I can understand the challenges that they've had, whereas before there was no limits for me. And, a lot of people know me from fitness and health. I've done it for 30 years. I used to be buns of steel, right? Now I got buns of AARP.
That's right.
But
so we need to wrap up here.
And now I'm burning up in the kitchen.
Such an inspirational story. We need to wrap up, but one more question, which is, what are some of the nutritional benefits of the recipe to help folks that are trying to eat healthy?
Well, we wanted to make sure it was healthy because I am a fitness and health expert. So you can use this flour mix to bake the fried chicken, you can fry the chicken, or you can air fry it. And then with the pancake waffle mix, it can be used either with milk or with butter and applesauce. And the other thing I want to say is that chicken seasoning is like a all-purpose seasoning because you can use it to roast vegetables or bake potatoes or bake your chicken. So it's used in a healthy way, but then it's used when you want to have chicken and waffles, which is definitely a treat. So we have some for you right here. Can you see?
Awesome. I can see. So delicious. Yummy.
But we didn't know at the time, Mr. Kevin, that we were the first to combine the chicken seasoning and the waffle and pancake mixed together.
Yes.
That's great.
Back in the day, this would take us an hour. Now you can do this in like 15, 20 minutes. And that's the beauty of what we have created.
You guys are awesome. It's an awesome product. For all those listening, you can learn more about it on the MOBE website or the MOBE Facebook page, and they'll show you how to get in contact with these two. And we look forward to your continued success. And we're looking forward to, and I'll let everybody in on a little secret, us here at the Fresh Market, we're looking at Mama LaVerne's chicken and waffle mix to see if we can bring it into the Fresh Market. So we're looking at it. All right. Thank you, ladies. All righty. What a dynamite start. All right. We're off to a fantastic start. So next on the agenda, we have Natalie Mckenzie. Natalie.
Hello, Kevin.
Huh?
How are you?
Very good. Natalie is the founder and CEO of the Whole Woman LLC, a multicultural wellness organization. She hosts a weekly Facebook Live show called Living Life Authentically and the Whole Woman podcast on the Mocha Podcast Network. She is an advocate for women-owned businesses and for giving back to nonprofit organizations who serve women and children. Welcome, Natalie. Tell us a little bit about your business and new partnership.
Well, thank you so much for having us, and happy holidays to you. Thank you, MOBE, a Symposium, for hosting us. The Whole Woman, we've been around for about 8 years, and we are blessed to serve women of all race, creed, and nationality, and of all faiths. We do consider ourselves a Christian organization because we practice those principles in that we treat people how we want to be treated. However, we welcome everyone, and we have managed to serve women of all faiths throughout the years. We provide positive, uplifting, and relevant information and content on several platforms, whether it's in our events or our weekly podcast, or on our weekly Facebook Live. We're serving the community because we also have a nonprofit organization called Fighting Atrocities Against Women Worldwide. And so our events with a purpose raise money to support the work that we do over at FAW as we partner with local and international organizations that are serving women and children who are in need of adequate access to healthcare and education. We gather and we do events with a purpose. As you can see, one of the things that we've really focused on this year are our retreats, creating an even more needed space for women, especially after the pandemic and working from home, where they had to be wife, mother, entrepreneur, CEO, whatever career they were in. Everything was being done in one space, and life was so condensed. We found women truly needed an outlet where they could then get their moment back, become even more creative, more productive, and to still be able to give all the love and caring they do at home and in their communities. So our big thing are our retreats, and we've been doing 3 retreats for the year. We're really focused on doing what we do because we know we have been so blessed. And when you're as blessed as we've been, is for the sole purpose of being a blessing to give back to others. This year, what we've done over at the Whole Woman is we have partnered with 3 Black-owned businesses, and they happen to be women-owned businesses. We've partnered with Mamacita Buttercream, Cedar Lewis. We partnered with Shoe Cosmetics, Shawanda Vickers, and we partnered with Tiffany Rose of School Sense. And Tiffany Rose at School Sense sat with us, and we designed our own fragrance called Lady Mist, and we created candle. As you see here, it's a clean burning candle. It's all soy-based, all natural. And so if you fall asleep with this, it's not one of those candles that have you wake up gagging because you've been inhaling petroleum. It's a clean burning candle, a very subtle fragrance, but yet very tantalizing, I would say. The hand sanitizer sanitizes your hand, also moisturizes. That was done by Shoe Cosmetics. And this formula is the formula that was nominated and selected actually to be in with the Smithsonian Museum as pandemic products. Mamacita Buttercream took the same Lady Mist fragrance and created the body cream that we all love to luxuriate and moisturize with, especially after sanitizing so much. And so this year, our focus is in connecting the community with other small businesses and designing products that are only available with us. 15% of our proceeds goes towards FOA, giving back to the community and supporting those in need.
Wow. So Natalie, what are some of your growth plans for 2022?
2022 will find us expanding our retreats. We've maintained a very intimate gathering, which is what we specialize in. We believe that really allows women of all spectrum to really relax and know that what happens there stays there. We create a girls' Vegas, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
and it's a safe place for us to speak openly and be authentic, but know that we are able to grow through being authentic without being violated with our privacy. So our retreats are a big thing. Our next retreat will be in spring, and the location will be in the Poconos in New Jersey. We have on the table a late spring event, possibly in Turks and Caicos. And so the growth that we hope to have is to bring in additional partners and to share more of who we are with more women. Of course, with the products that we have that we've designed with the other organizations, we hope to be able to carry these throughout the years and probably expand them and have a place such as Fresh Market.
All right. Excellent. So are you currently distributed by any retailers or mainly online?
No. We're online. We will be in a few retail stores, local stores in the New York, New Jersey area, because this product just came to market.
Oh, wow.
This is our holiday special. Yes.
Fantastic. Now, could you share with the audience what is, what you found to be your biggest hurdle in 2021 and how you overcame it?
Oof. Kevin, that's a great question. 2021 seemed somewhat of a repeat of 2020 because, we thought with the vaccine, we would have been able to go a little more. And so 2021 found us taking our annual events that we usually do in person.
That's right.
Instead of it being a hurdle, we used the advantage of having gone virtual last year to expand our reach. And so
that's awesome.
We've been blessed throughout the pandemic because we've started our daily show. We did a daily show, then we went to a weekly show. And here we are talking with you because the pandemic caused us to go virtual, and we decided to take those hurdles and make them pole vaults.
Awesome job, Natalie. Way to, be agile, right? Creative, and take advantage. There's an old saying in business that, don't want to waste a good crisis because it provides an opportunity for innovation and for you to, and solve people's problems in new and in important ways. And I think the ability that you have to use yourself and your platforms is fantastic. You got me excited. So I want you to contact me after this, and let's see if there's a fit with the Fresh Market.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kevin. What a pleasure to chat with you. Thanks for having us.
All righty. You're welcome. Wow. 2 for 2 so far tonight, and it keeps getting better, everybody. Next up is Kilolo Moyo-White. Kilolo calls herself a teacherpreneur. On one hand, she runs Teach Acoma, an educational consultant agency in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Her other business is an online jewelry boutique, Kilolo's Glam Jemz. Tell us all about your business, Kilolo.
Good evening, Kevin, and thank you for this opportunity. And I'm kind of from Philly because I've spent about 20 years in Philly, but I live in Rochester, New York. So Teach Acoma, that's here in Rochester with me.
That's right.
But my online boutique that is available, I'm a paparazzi consultant. And so I represent for all of the teachers that are out there listening to us tonight. And there's so many that are out there, right? And what is a teacherpreneur? Well, are you a teacher by day, but at night and on the weekends, you're always looking for ways to add to your revenue stream at home for money, for additional pieces, because we know teachers do not get paid enough. Well, that's who I was for so many years in my life. I'm no longer a teacher. I work in the nonprofit sector, but that's when I found paparazzi. And I found it through an HBCU contact. Shout out Lincoln University, class of 02. And so I had an opportunity to connect with a paparazzi consultant, and she helped me to join. And so ultimately, paparazzi consultants have elevated this idea of one, profit sharing, right? So when you help and support another person enroll into the company and start their own business, it's the power of three. So once you enroll 3 people on your team, then you're a director and you now get residual income off of the total revenue that comes off of that leg on your team. So I know that a lot of people are familiar with that ultimate idea, but that motivational team that you develop as a part of your business, that really is a part of a great success model that I really love. And then we have an amazing product that is a quality product, and it's very affordable for the common person, right? And that's mostly teachers, right? And teachers are also very fashionable. I mean,
really,
the first teachers that were in my classrooms that I loved, Black women, they would just always just come into school looking flossy and bossy. And so that just touched my heart. And it's really fun because you get to connect and socialize with other people. There are different ways you can make money as a consultant. You buy your own jewelry at a discounted rate, and then you sell it out with a 45% commission. And you can also make money off of a website that the company gives to you that you don't have to manage. Every day at 3:00, Monday through Friday, new releases are dropped. And I have some of my jewelry on today. So I'm going to share some of that a little bit as I go through. But then you also make money, as I said, through building a team and a network of people. And so I just really love being a part of this company and this business. But it also motivated me to then also believe in myself more as a teacher, right? And connecting myself to develop that and amplify that with my own LLC called Teach Acoma LLC, which, as I said, is an educational consultant agency and project management agency. And we're really excited about some new work that we're going to be announcing that's connected to MOBE. But before I do that, I want to show some of my pieces here. So
let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look. So we have something for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, we have something for everyone. We have something even for little girls, right? So these are some of our hair clips that are really fashionable with the little girls.
Nice.
And I know this is a holiday showcase, so we're looking for gifts. These are $5 gifts. Everything I'm going to show you for a few minutes until I get to the Z collection. So we have also all of our necklaces come with earring sets. All right. Again, just $5 plus tax. Many women do a lot of shows and men, because there are men and women that are jewelry consultants, a part of paparazzi. Just wanted to show a few of our $5 pieces. We also have rings, that are extendable, ring,
Beautiful.
and we also have pieces for our men. So I have some
Beautiful.
pieces for you, Kevin.
Oh, yes.
What you're
I
into.
need some bling.
Yeah,
So how does your target customer, how do they find you, or how do you reach them?
absolutely. So I do shows on Facebook. And so you can find me on Facebook and LinkedIn under Kilolo Moyo-White. You can also find me and access my website at www.kilolosglamgems.com in front of you. And you can email me at teachercoma@gmail.com as well.
Could you share with the audience some of your secrets to success?
Absolutely. Being a business owner and like I said, a teacherpreneur, I didn't start off with my heart understanding business. And so it's been a really big teaching lesson and life lesson for me. And so I think one of my greatest lessons was to believe in yourself as an entrepreneur, right? And invest in yourself and in your business. So it costs a lot of money. So that was one of the things that was really difficult.
Yeah.
Is the amount of money that you invest in. And then also I would say being an independent consultant, whether I'm consultant agency or for my paparazzi business, I get to schedule my time, and that freedom is priceless. And then the last thing I would say is your network. It is your net worth. Those
That's
people
right.
that you know, who are you connecting with? How are you, what are you talking about? Are those people elevating your business and helping you to hit your bottom line? Or are they actually stunting your growth? And so those are some of the lessons that I've learned that I try to put into.
Excellent lessons, excellent tips. And I have to say that I think you have an interesting and potentially very, very profitable niche. And I haven't heard anyone in maybe ever talk about the way you have, which is the teachers' target audience. The teachers union is probably they're some of the most well-endowed associations. They have billions of dollars.
Absolutely.
The teachers are very powerful. And
That's right.
I'm not sure anyone has targeted women teachers with a line of jewelry or clothing. And that could be a nice opportunity for you to really dig into that target and like super serve them with your products. It could be very interesting.
And I'm really proud of MOBE that's adding an educational component to the symposium this year. So we're really
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Spectacular, Kilolo. Really excited. As you did a wonderful job of letting folks know how to contact you. All our guests tonight, their contact information is in the chat, in the comment section as well. All righty. Thank you. All righty, guys. We're rocking and rolling tonight. Next on our docket is Edith Donaldson Wheeler.
How are you?
All right, Edith. How are you?
I'm well.
Good. Edith is the owner of Bang Salon and is co-owner of Dkor Home in Cleveland, Ohio. She recently relocated to Atlanta, Georgia to expand her opportunities beyond the salon and interior design. Welcome, Edith. Let's hear about these two businesses.
I'm busy.
Yes,
so Bangs I've had for 16 years, and I've been a hairstylist for 30 years. And I have been, mentoring for 6 with my nonprofit Beauty Is Me. So I enjoy what I do. I'm a creative person. So everything I do is artsy or has something to do with my hands. And I've been blessed to be able to, contribute. I love the before and afters of everything, even the homes and the women. So, yeah.
Awesome. You want to share? Do you have a presentation or video or something?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she was going to play the video. That's why I paused.
Okay. Let's take a look at the video. Let's go to the videotape. I caught a glimpse of this earlier and it's like blows me away.
3,000 square feet.
Wow.
20. Well, I did have 22 employees. I'm down to 16 now. Yep.
You want to tell? You can probably voice over this.
Oh, yes. So it was a clean slate when I initially purchased the building. Well, not purchased, rented, leased the building. So I created it all. I designed it. That's probably the third makeover that you're looking at right there. And actually, I'm in the middle of a new salon look. I'm big on, reinventing the space to make the customers feel like they're getting something new. And also my staff to give them a great work environment. And actually, the salon is 2 places to the left of the Dkor store. So it's in the same plaza. Go figure, right? So yeah, I got my creativeness from my parents. They're both entrepreneurs. So I guess it's in my blood, but I love everything I do. And then I have Dkor Home, which is with Lanita Davis and Jolinda Gibbs. And we have been doing that. I'm sorry, these are slides. I'm sorry. I'm going ahead of my slides. Forgive me. But we've been running Dkor Home for a long time. Let me go back to Bang since I see the slides. I've been a celebrity stylist for over 15 years.
Wow.
And I've done Gabrielle Union, Carrie Champion, Red Table Talk, Tiana Taylor. I have a long list of people. So I've been doing that for a long time, which has allowed me to travel a lot. And in my travel, I've had the ability to see beautiful homes and just get inspired. So getting my undergrad from Cleveland State in journalism, because I like to write, that's part of my creative side. I decided that I love doing hair, but as I get older, I want to retire and do something I really love. So opening the furniture store was what I would like to retire doing, decorating homes and giving people a happy space to live in. The thing I think I live by the most is your home should be your creative space. So it should be a reflection of you, if that makes sense. So we've been doing that for, we started 2015 doing parties in our kids' rooms, and it turned into a business, which is great. And we've been open for 2 years in Lyndhurst, Ohio. And we also have a private wine label, which is made at a Black-owned winery called 2U Wines. And so with the wine, there's a picture of the wine. And those are the ladies I work with, Lanita and Jolinda. So with the wine, we sell private label, but we sell furniture. We do interior design. We stage. So we got a lot going on. I'm always busy. So I'm a busy girl.
You sound like a serial entrepreneur for sure.
I am, because I just finished real estate school. So
well, help us.
One big package.
And very successful in being able to get all these off the ground. Obviously, it's brick and mortar. It's not internet, websites or anything. You're doing real business, real retail space with real customers and real employees.
And we just got a partnership with the NBA for All-Star Weekend. So we are part of the rewards program for All-Star Weekend, which is a blessing because it's in Cleveland this year. Yes. And also I'm the lead stylist with LeBron's mom for the styling team for the fashion shows for All-Star Weekend. So I'm busy. I'm excited for the opportunities.
So help the audience understand, how do you juggle more than one business or project at a time? How do you make sure that each one has the quality and the and the attention that it needs?
My mom asks me that all the time. I don't know. I just do it. I do it with 100%, 99.9% of the time. Sometimes I'm very tired. I do it sleep. But I feel like when you're an entrepreneur, you don't have any days off. You got to work. You got to stay focused. And the only way to do it is do it. And I want to piggyback off what the other young lady said about just, believing in yourself and doing stuff without fear. Because when you involve fear, it limits you. So I'm excited. So, and we started a podcast. I forgot to mention that. The podcast is Decorate Your Life.
Right.
So me and the young ladies, we talk about everything while we're drinking our wine, decorate wine. We have 3 flavors as well. Pomegranate. I got a brain freeze. Peach Buzz. And it's exciting. It's stressful, but it's worth every second. So And our website is down because we have a new builder. Both of the websites are being rebuilt. So it's unfortunate the timing is a little off, but you can buy our products at decorate.com in about 15 days.
Okay. So what is it that you want to share with the audience? How should they partner with you, as a customer or as a potential business partner? Or are you open to those type of opportunities?
We're open to everything. Actually, we're trying to partner with other African-American business, like the wines. We specifically, are dealing with the Black winery, which the wine is really good. I have to mail you a bottle, but also just
Yes, please
support
do.
other Black businesses. So my cousin is designer. She does a lot of TV shows and movies. So she's going to be the creator of our private pillow line, which is really exciting. I wish I had some pillows to show you guys, but they're in the making. But anything that we do, we try to support Black businesses because it's a struggle right now with COVID. I mean, it's just hard. But I think this is an opportunity for everybody to support each other and uplift. And this is a great opportunity. So I want to thank you guys for having me because it's great.
Excellent, Edith. Well, I had to say you're one of the most talented people I've ever met.
Doing too much all the time. And I have a husband and 4 kids. So it's a lot going on.
And I'm sure everybody's really busy.
Yeah.
So I want to congratulate you.
Thank
Keep
you.
the energy up. I'd like to encourage everyone anybody's out there. I'd be reaching out to Edith.
Yeah, come support us.
Tapping into her energy and her knowledge.
I forgot to mention, there's no other Black-owned furniture store in the state of Ohio, and we're all female-owned. So it's a big deal.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see if I can use some of your creativity in your town as well in our marketing. So I'll follow up with you as well.
Great. Okay? Thank you so much.
All right, Edith. Awesome. What a force, guys. What a force. What a talented group of panelists tonight. Boy. I mean, I think you guys really knocked it out of the park today, Yvonne and Yvette and Pat. All righty. Well, I want to thank everyone. I think what's next is we're going to go into, some of the folks that were here last year, including me. I was on the panel last year, and I talked about what the fresh market was doing as well. And I'm proud to say we've made some progress. Are we good? Did I miss anybody? I missed Sheilisa. Sorry. I got to stick to the script, man. I got ahead of myself. All righty. Sorry, Sheilisa. My bad. I hope you forgive me. Sheilisa McNeal-Burgess is an adjunct professor at New York University School of Professional Studies and previously developed marketing and branding campaigns for national and international corporations. She is the inventor behind Fria, cooling jewelry designed to address hot flashes in menopausal women. This is going to make a whole lot of people feel a whole lot better and help a lot of people, Sheilisa. Tell us your story about bringing this to market. I think you're on mute.
That's so funny. I'm like, can you hear me? And I'm clearly on mute.
Yeah. That's like the old joke. You're on mute. Yeah.
Forgive me, guys. I am actually in the middle of my class because I am teaching tonight. But how did Fria start? It was very simple. 5 years ago, I woke up one day with the idea of cooling jewels. Had no idea what that was going to turn into, but I was really determined to pursue it. So that's when I learned. I was in the middle of what I call my own personal inferno, and then found out that millions of other women were as well. As I did the research, it was like 50 million women at any given time are in active menopause, and 80% of them are experiencing the most debilitating, most common symptom, which is hot flashes. If anybody's on here, you know what I'm talking about. I just realized that at the time, there was so little known about this particular life stage. I did what I call a woman on the street interview with about 25 women. I said, what did your mom tell you about this life stage? And what do you know about it? And the answer 99% of the time was nothing. She didn't tell me anything, and she didn't go through it. I was like, Houston, we have a problem, because as long as there are women, there is going to be midlife. And part of this midlife life stage is menopause. And I didn't understand why it was so taboo. So it became a super huge passion, because I'm like, why should anything about the female body be a taboo? And you know what I learned? People associate menopause with aging. And as we live in this anti-aging society, nobody, but especially women who are told you're less than unless you're still beautiful and young and vibrant, then we no longer have need for you or value. And that had to change because now the beautiful face of the woman who's going through this life stage, she no longer looks anything like the pictures you might see in marketing. So when I told you my passion was there, the product is one thing, and you see our beautiful bracelets on our model. The product is one thing because we needed something that was going to alleviate the discomfort of the misery. But I also realized that you need to realize you're not in this alone. And since conversations were being had in very tight, small inner circles of what do you do? What do you do? As opposed to it being a larger conversation, community is important. But then the biggest part of it, and as you know, I'm an educator, is we need to educate women on every life stage, but especially this one, so you know what to expect. Not knowing what to expect was really challenging for me. So here we go with our gorgeous bracelets, and we are fortunate enough to have them designed and manufactured by Swarovski. So they took my technology and designed around the technology.
Wow.
So all you are seeing is a pretty bracelet. Nobody knows that your pretty bracelet is doing double duty. And that was really important. A discreet way to beat the heat. Now, here's what makes us stand apart. We're not using a traditional tech. We're using a nanothermal technology. Nano means small, thermal means heat or cool. And we're using evaporative cooling in a new way. And we're using it to cool people where it's typically used industrially. And we got our patent for this just a couple of months ago.
Wow.
So that was like a huge, huge accomplishment in this 5-year journey. So think about this when you're actually using something on your body that's not going to adversely affect you. It's not going to interrupt any of your biological systems. It's not going to expose you to electromagnetic fields. It's not going to harm the environment. It doesn't require FDA approval. And you want to know why? Because it only requires really cold water to activate. And here's the science and the simplicity of it. Anything colder than you on a cooling zone will cool your blood as it goes by and give you a cooling effect. And simple still works. We get so caught up in the complication of things, but simple still works. So I wanted to make something that was simple and beautiful and easy to wear and helped us stay beautiful and feel beautiful and accessorize. So there we go. Jewelry with a purpose is how I call it.
Brilliant. So is there anything else out there like this, Fria? Is this a one of a kind in the world?
So it's one of a kind for what we're doing.
I called you Fria.
There's several
I'm so enamored by the product, I called you Fria instead of Sheilisa. You know?
It's okay. People do that all of a sudden because, you know, my name just takes on the name of whatever I'm doing at the time. That's funny. But yes, there are other wearables in the market, but they use traditional cooling tech, which means it's electronic and it's similar to your refrigerator, which means it also gives you heat in addition to the cooling. I don't need that. I just needed something pretty to help me beat the heat. It's cooling. And while my target market is menopausal women because we are hot, it actually works for any warm or hot environment. So wherever you are, you can be on the beach, you can be online at Six Flags, you can be anywhere. You could just be out and it's a hot summer day. You can still activate it. It still works the same way. I just wanted to create the platform because education is important and the community is important.
Yes.
But the product itself has diverse uses for many populations.
Oh yeah, I see lots of different use cases. So what's your plan? What's your kind of 30,000 foot business plan on how to grow this and make it successful? No,
well,
no secrets. You don't have to tell us any secrets, but
I don't listen. At this point, there's no need to have secrets, right? I've been at this for 5 years, and we literally were in R&D for that long. I traveled across the world looking for technology and ended up finding it at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. And I work with the heat thermal transfer engineers there, and we came up with it. Like I told them what I wanted to do, and they was like, "I think we can make this work." And I was like really shocked at the time. So I wasn't always a scientist, but I am now.
That's awesome.
And our plan, we just launched in May, but our goal is to roll it out marketing wise to get it in the hands of women, to let them give me the feedback, to increase all of the designs that we're offering, to add necklaces. I want you to feel beautiful at this life stage. I don't want anything to interfere with your quality of life. And I think nothing should. Like, I feel more confident than I ever have felt ever in my entire life. And I think that women of all ages now need to be educated and to take control of your narrative and everything that's happening with your body, and none of it is taboo. And becoming more wise and more mature is a blessing. There's nothing wrong with it. And so if we can change that narrative that aging is bad, and so people can stop saying I didn't go through it, it'll allow you a lot more freedom with yourself as a woman. So that's the goal.
Yeah. You have awesome vision and passion, which is what it takes. A lot of people have ideas, but you actually got it, you actually made it happen. You actually got it built. So what's your one or two key, secrets or suggestions or advice, or, if you were to there's, I'm sure lots of people on this call that would like to do what you just did. What do you do? How do you just drop everything you're doing? I mean, how do you do this?
You do. So first of all, I think that you really, truly have to decide that you're solving or addressing a problem. Like, I never came to the table thinking that I was going to fix this life stage. I said, I'm going to address a negative symptom of it so that you can be more comfortable, because those hot flashes make you lose your train of thought. And if I can do that, that already increases your quality of life. But if I think about it in the whole picture, I'm thinking about you, the whole person, not just the device. And that really is what sets me apart from my competitors, because they're just thinking devices and what they do. Do you understand the mindset of that woman? Do you understand what she's going through? If we can educate more men about it, maybe there'd be less divorces during midlife, because you think your wife has just lost her mind, but biologically she can't help it. So my goal is really, the education part is what I love the most, but just creating something beautiful that allows you to maintain that sense of self. And you really need it when your body feels like it's betraying you. You really need something. And who doesn't like sparkly? Do you see those bracelets? Everybody likes sparkly. But I'm also going to create additional.
Did you have a partner, or who?
Yes, I used to have a full-time co-founder, and she had been in the jewelry business for like 30 years. So when I started this, I told you I wasn't a tech person or a jewelry person, but I just started talking to people, and over time, this is what we had. But yeah, my former co-founder, Karen had her own jewelry business. She'd been in jewelry for a really long time, and she's the reason why we got the relationship with Swarovski. And then she was a serial entrepreneur, so she went back to doing the stuff that she wanted to do, but I can't thank her enough for everything she brought to the table during her time. And I think that that's really what you have to do if you embark on an endeavor like this. You have to really surround yourself with the right people, and don't stop talking, and get thick skin. Like, I got a whole bunch of no's. Like, it's okay. Like, and I had to actually self-fund. So I had to put like most of my own skin in the game, but I was able to make $1 out of 15 cents and stretch it. Whereas, maybe other people wouldn't, but now it's bearing fruit. So I'm like, just don't give up on the idea. If you have something that you really think that is going to be beneficial, just think about this. There are 7.8 billion people in the world. How many of them do you need it to be customers of your business to really be successful? So that's my mindset.
Not as many as Facebook, because they got 3 billion of them. But exactly. I think that's where I was going a little bit earlier with, I think it was Kilolo, when we talked about the teachers union, and the fact that, that's a very defined niche. You got to understand your customer. You got to do your research and your homework, and then you got to solve a problem. And then you have to have a strategy and a structure and a business plan, which you have all that. So congratulations. Terrific. You're going to be hugely successful. I wish you all the best of luck. And we'll stay in touch as well.
And thank you. And for all of you MOBE folks who are watching, there is a special discount for you guys. So if you're going to get a Fria bracelet, there's going to be there's a code around here somewhere, but put that in and you definitely will get a discount as a gift from me to you.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Now, I don't know if we have time to open it up for a few minutes in the chat. I know I've been talking a lot, and there's just the quality of the presentations have been so wonderful. There may be a few folks out there who want to chat in a question for the group. All righty. Okay, great. So one of the things that we did last year, as I was on as a panelist, and I had just started at the Fresh Market. Oh, there was a question regarding Donna and LaVerne's Chicken and Waffles, whether it was gluten free. So we'll turn that over to them.
Free, but we are working on more product, and the next product we will produce will be gluten free, and we'll have other flavors as well.
Thank you.
Yvette, did you want to jump in?
No, I just wanted to thank them for saying that. I wanted you to go ahead because I'm just gonna, welcome you back again and thank you for being, so involved last year. So I'm just gonna be right here with you.
Yeah. So I'm always, I'm here to help anybody that I can, and I really am very focused on, making sure I do everything I can to help all groups, especially African Americans, for sure. So we last year I had been at the Fresh Market for 6 months or so when Yvette asked me to be on the panel. I thought that was really cool, and because I've known her for over 30 years, and I knew that we were embarking after last year, after the whole George Floyd murder and the fallout. A lot of companies really committed to making change and doing things different. We were one of them. It was very sincere on everybody's part, particularly our CEO and all the members of our company. Sometimes you need a jolt to really get things going. I've noticed a lot of difference in a lot of companies over the last, year or so, year and a half since that happened. Well, anyway, we committed to make a real focused effort at the Fresh Market to bring in African American vendors, suppliers. I think we only had a couple last year. So over the past 12 months, we made a lot of progress. We made some progress. I'm not going to say it's a lot. We got a lot more we're going to, bring on board, but we got off to a really good, I think, a good solid start. We are a specialty kind of gourmet grocer. So we don't really try to bring in foods. We search for the best foods from around the world and the best fresh foods, not a whole lot of packaged stuff, but some packaged stuff. But for the best, we search and we curate the best foods from from all around the world. And we want the shopping experience at the Fresh Market to be about discovery and joy and anticipation, like, wow, did you check this out, man? You find this. You can't find this everywhere. It's hard to find stuff, but it's always the best stuff. That's why we were rated the #1 supermarket in America, And so, we set up an internal organization within our merchandising group, and we have goals. Our goal was to, achieve 40 African American vendors in the first year. We didn't quite get there, and a lot of stuff is where you kind of ramp it up a little bit. It takes a little while to get all this stuff organized, but we did end up with 16, and they have, like you see here, 56 different SKUs. Most of them are in all our 159 stores. Some of them are local. Carla Winfrey was on the panel with us last year, and now we got her in our stores in Tennessee, and then we have a chance to roll that out too as well. And so I'm happy and proud to share this with the team. I'm happy to see that we are walking the talk. I'm kind of the executive as sponsor in the company because we're inculcating this into our actual business practices. We don't want it to be something that's kind of secondary. So all the category managers now, as we do our planning for each season, each quarter, each year, they look for, diversity suppliers to put in the pipeline. And then we also have an additional person, Tara Ross, who works in the grocery. Her full-time job is diversity suppliers. And I think we're going to see a big pickup. The pipe is going to get a lot thicker. We're going to have a lot more folks coming through. But if you make it into the fresh market, I guarantee you, your product is damn good. It
Don't
is.
take everybody, right?
No.
And so, we're going to be able to share this list for those people who are looking to look at this list so they can see how interesting it. But I see Capital City there, and I've got this Capital City mumbo sauce. So
go ahead, Vanna. Vanna.
Wait, I would have done my nails, but I only use one finger. No. But that's the Capital City.
That's
and,
right.
Then let's see. You have the Kalaha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The gourmet coffee.
Yeah, look at that note. That note comes from the merchants. They're saying this is really good coffee.
It's really good coffee, and look at the packaging. I mean, it's just
beautiful.
so us.
It is.
It's so beautiful and colorful, and you can just tell that they're a little higher end than what you find in other stores. They look and feel different.
We ain't selling nothing cheap, so you get full margin. It's all like really, really, it just all tastes fantastic. So when you buy something at the fresh market, you buy it. It just really, no joke, it tastes fantastic.
Yes.
And so I know Mama LaVerne's chicken and waffle tastes fantastic. I know it does.
You know it does because Donna Richardson, she knows about some brand stuff.
That's what we want. And they put the taste buds, they put our tasting panels on that stuff, man. So if it passes, then we have a lot of momentum within the company.
Yes.
So I expect over the next couple of years, we're going to see a tremendous growth in our African-American suppliers and business partners beyond just the vendors. As you can see in the previous slide, we're featuring the African-Americans a lot more in our advertising. And we're, sourcing other folks that, we can work with on the creative side and all that, the full 9 yards, construction, everything within the business. And so very happy to see that, as part of our values, we want to attract the African-American consumer. And we want to support the folks who are in our communities, that are part of our communities, and all you guys are part of that. So excited to report some progress on our side. And I think I can turn it over now to Yvonne. She can maybe talk about a few other folks.
Sure.
Thank you, Kevin. It was an honor to have the Fresh Market on our first holiday showcase. And of course, we appreciate your support this past year. We also checked in with other vendors to get an update on how they made it through such a challenging year as well. Allison Collins is the managing member of Select Brands and her family's restaurant and manufacturing businesses. After she appeared on MOBE Monday, she called on a longtime Chicago friend and marketing expert, our own MOBE's Gwen Kelly, to help them expand their reach. And Gwen partnered with advertising guru Derek Walker, head of Brown & Browner advertising, and brand strategist Michael Perry, founder of Black Southern Belle, to create a very successful ad campaign for mumbo sauce. So we're going to check it out really quickly. I think it's exciting.
It is.
I just love technology when you're making that switch over.
Go. It's a commercial. Here it comes.
Boy, is there green pepper in the mac and cheese. I thought I'd experiment with Big Mama's mac and cheese recipe. Do you see any lab coats here? Are there Bunsen burners and test tubes? We don't experiment with dishes at a family gathering.
Oh. We've been making our home-style sauces for 70 years, but even our mumbo sauces can't help you if you decide to experiment with Big Mama's recipe.
Experiment with plastic forks, knives, and spoons next time.
I think that is just so hilarious. Anybody quote unquote, and their mama knows that you do not mess around with Big Mama's recipes, but we love Allison's mumbo sauce. And then we also had Angela McCrae. She launched Uncorked and Cultured in November 2020 and was also featured on our seasonal holiday showcase last year. They published the Sip Consciously directory as a resource to support 100 plus Black and Brown owned wine businesses. They produced virtual summits celebrating the accomplishments of diverse leaders in the wine industry that also included the International Winemaker Summit, Latinx State of the Wine Industry Summit, and the State of Black Wine Business Forum. They hosted over 15 Black wine enthusiasts, influencers, media professionals for a Juneteenth Napa experience, where they visited Black-owned wineries in California's wine country over 5 days. And to top it off, they received the 5 Roses and Rosé Awards nomination at the Wine and Culture Festival. And they continue to encourage wine consumers to sip consciously through their shopping, where you still have time to purchase their limited edition holiday card 4-pack and purchase merchandise that supports Black-owned wine businesses. And the link to purchase is also in your comment section with the discount code for social media. So please look for that, MOBE. Edith, I know when you come back on, we got to get you and Angela and Uncorked and Cultured together. Now, this diva atelier, Cynthia St. James, is one of the most well-known and beloved artists. And since we saw her last year, she's expanded into several markets internationally and has recently been listed by BuyBlack.us, which is a national portal for Black-owned businesses. And in addition to this design, which is being shown, Diwali Celebration Trinidad, many of her fine art reproductions can now be purchased at retail stores in both the US and Canada, including World Market, HomeSense, JCPenney, Target, and TJ Maxx, and also online at Amazon.com. Cynthia is offering a holiday discount code. Please, people, check these holiday discount codes from the woman behind the MOBE sign. Cynthia's holiday discount code is HOLIDAY30 that can be entered at checkout for a 30% discount in her official online gallery, which will also be listed in the comments section. And you can follow her on Twitter at St James. Now,
that's SYN, right?
SYN. Thank you, Yvette, for that. All of the contact information and our holiday codes are in the comment section. I'm just trying to hurry up and get through this so I can get to shopping, honestly.
You're doing a great job.
You know, for your healthy cooking, you will need Uncle Wiley's seasoning. When I tell you that he puts the in the seasoning for some Eat Your Greens, I have used this and used it profusely. And if you cannot find the packets in your local grocery store, you can also order from their website, which is UncleWiley's.com. All of these different seasonings. Now, I'm not messing with Donna and Mama LaVerne over that chicken and waffle recipe. I'm getting those seasonings together. I want my box shipped. But at the same time, Uncle Wiley's is not playing with his wing seasoning either. So both support all of these African-American owners. Lastly, coming up, but certainly not least, we have a wonderful designer, Dio, Yolanda White. We have Winfrey, Carla Winfrey and her family that also have Royal Relish, original and spicy chow chow in the local markets in Georgia and Tennessee, and also on their website. I will come back and feature Yolanda White
Market,
her loungewear and in the fresh market. And so last year, their cousin Oprah, yes, that particular Oprah, selected Royal Relish on her favorite things 2020 list, and they are still soaring to this day. So yes, check out some of that relish. It's good on everything. Crackers as a side for different types of relishes that you have on the side dish. And I'll let you all chit chat, and then I'll come back and show you some of the wonderful loungewear presented by Dio.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. I just want to thank again, Kevin, and to just sort of talk about a few more little items. This is a moonshot line of products that is in Fresh Market. And that is also this butter cookie and the cookie mixes. There's another one. Oh, I had the chocolate chip, and these are soft baked cookies by, let's see, I had written it down. I can't hardly see what it is, but this packaging, I mean, these packages are not plain. And this one, this is crazy, bone marrow rice dish for those people who know how important bone marrow is. This is the bone, it's called rice cooked in bone broth. And so these are the innovative things. And now, since that we're right in the middle of COVID, people are learning more and more about what can keep them healthy and away from heart disease and things like that. Oh, Denise Woodard has these fun cookies and soft baked cookies that are also in Fresh Market. I think that's the best I can do is Vanna would probably fire me, but I'm going to sign off so you can take a look. But I really want to stay on to see this loungewear.
This is Lounging with Love. This is love for yourself, love for women. This is presented by designer Yolanda White with her own line called Dio Women, which you can find this sexy loungewear to go along with your beautiful jewelry by Papa with Kilolo Moyo. And of course, for those women that just need a little cooling down, and it can just be because it's hot outside. It doesn't have to be your own personal summer. You can have on your shiny Swarovski, Fria bracelet in this beautiful loungewear as well. So you can find Yolanda's social media also in the comment section, and just check out this beautiful interchangeable loungewear. It is so comfortable and it doesn't shrink in the wash. Very easy to clean, and you can find this at diowomen.com. So please continue to support both our 2020 and our 2021 holiday showcase African American owners as they come back on.
And as they're coming back on, let me just say we've had creative, beautiful, innovative, revenue-producing, technologically advanced products tonight, and a legacy a product in the Chicken and Waffles. And I'm just blown away. This is a deviation from MOBE every year because we are an advanced marketing conference, but we cannot look at the big picture and not look at our entrepreneurs that we can spend with every single day. And so that's why we do these holiday shopping segments. And Kevin, would you like to let everybody wrap up, or your final words?
Sure. So again, you guys are very inspirational. I'm extremely impressed with your abilities, your talent, your passion, your vision, your ability to get it done. Your advice to the audience was spectacular. And I look forward to seeing you guys continue to succeed. Please feel free to reach out to me for anything I can do to help you, whether it's advice or networking or whatever. You just want to chop it up, please call me. And for those of you guys that have products, let's get them into the pipeline, the Fresh Market, so we can take a good look at them and hopefully get them on the shelves. So I'm thrilled. I am so, I think, impressed with the talent here that I just want to continue to stay in touch and see how we can work together. So awesome job, MOBE, delivering again, big time for the audience, and wish everybody a happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And after the holidays, we'll see you on April 21st, which is our annual conference. Actually, it's 30th anniversary of MOBE, Marketing Opportunities in Business and Entertainment, that we have been focused on accelerating brands, businesses, and careers. And we do it because we are Black, and we are focused on Black success. And it's an independent platform that we started 30 years ago. And the unfortunate part is that there's still a need for ourselves to say to each other, you're important, and let me introduce you to a few people to accelerate your success. And this is what it's all about. Yvonne, did you have something to wrap up?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you in advance to all of our business owners for breaking my wallet tonight. I'm most appreciative for it. And then also, I just look forward to seeing everyone actually in person or virtually at our 30th anniversary conference, April 21st and 22nd in Washington, D.C. And we're wishing everyone a very safe, peaceful, and joyous holiday season. Good evening.
Good evening and thank you.
Good night.